The Jolly Polka Band from Owatonna. And now here's your musical bandmaster, Chuck Passett.
Well, thanks a lot and good evening, everyone. Nice to have you with us on our Bandwagon program, and it's nice to welcome aboard a Jolly Polka Band, the first time they've ever appeared on our Bandwagon program, and they hail from Owatonna, and we're very happy to have them here with us. Hey, we want to say hello to a great gang of people that we had here tonight in our studios. We've got the Polkateers with us, the Polka Band, the Polka Group, Polka's Band Group of the USA with us, but along with that, we've got some people from the area. Have some people that come to us from Buffalo Center, Iowa to join us, and also from Westbrook, a group of senior citizens, and we're real happy to have those with us. Got a lot of requests and dedications that we're going to be looking at, lots of music, and it's all brought to you by the Randall Stores of Southern Minnesota, your full-service stores here in Southern Minnesota with stores in Mankato, New Ulm, Fairmont, and Waseca. Well, we'll take a look at a few requests, have more about Randall's in a few moments, but mostly it's going to be music and dancing, and we're going to start it out with the Jolly Polka Band and Clover by the Water. We've got the bandwagon rolling along in a pretty good clip right now. That was Clover by the Water, and the music is by the Jolly Polka Band of Owatonna. As we mentioned before, we got quite a few requests to look at, so what do you say we check those out for you? Anna Gertner from Westbrook would like to have a number played for all the wonderful people that helped celebrate her 80th birthday recently, also for the cards, gifts, and flowers. Then we've got a request to dedicate a number to Paul and Helen Rossenberger of Westbrook. They're both ill and are recuperating, so we want to be sure to send them out a number. A polka for Brett and Vicky Klabundi, who will be married 2 years on the 26th of October. For Margaret and Leo Brady for their 50th wedding anniversary there from Owatonna. And then we've got a request here for Gladys and Lillian Tupi, who are celebrating their birthday Anniversary on October 25th. Emil Trinka and John and Eileen Rezak from Lonsdale, Bandwagon watchers. And we want to say happy anniversary to Cliff and Ann Johnson of Owatonna, who are celebrating 45 years of wedded bliss. And they appear on our Bandwagon show quite often, so it's nice to be able to pass those greetings along. Happy anniversary. Mr. and Mrs. Everett Malzahn of Good Thunder, and also we want to send out birthday greetings. A happy 91st birthday to Aunt Bertha Spady of Hector, Minnesota, and a belated birthday wish to Evelyn Schneider of LeSueur. Mr. and Mrs. William Sustak of Owatonna are celebrating a wedding anniversary on the 25th of October, and another one on the 25th for Dwayne and Yvonne Wobschall, who are celebrating during the month of October, an anniversary. Okay, for those folks and everybody else that's here in the studios, we've got a nice waltz for you right now, kind of a current waltz, but a great one to dance to and listen to. Here are the Jolly Polka-Teers and Waltz Across Texas.
I could waltz across Texas with you in my arms. Waltz across Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charm. And I could waltz across Texas with you. The moment that you come in view, and with you in my arms I could dance all night long, and I could waltz across Texas with you. I could waltz across Texas with you in my arms, waltz across Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charm, and I could waltz across Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charm, and I could waltz across Texas with you. And I could waltz across Texas with you.
Tune like that, you could waltz and waltz on and on, couldn't you? Jolly Polka Band, furnishing the music, and it's brought to you by the Randall Stores of Southern Minnesota on tonight's Bandwagon program, and we're most happy to be bringing you the show. Want to say hello to all the folks that are looking in tonight. Got a few more requests and dedications. We'll check. But right now, let's tell you a little bit about the Randall Stores of Southern Minnesota. The great stores that you've come to like so well. And those of you that have never shopped regularly at the Randall Stores, I wish you'd do so real soon, because I know you're going to enjoy what you find at your nearby Randall store. We like to tell you about the fact that they're a full-service store, and we mean exactly that. And those are tough to find these days. A store with low prices like the Randall Store, and full service from the time you drive into the lot until the time you leave. A great selection of produce, meats, bakery items, anything you want, canned goods. Great stores, and you'll find it that way if you shop at the nearby Randall store in your area. And remember, we've had, I don't have to remind you about this, we had a little bit of a switch in temperature readings and in weather. We're changing the menu. Maybe there'll be a little more brown bagging. Kids are going off to school now. Maybe they carry their own lunch. You're going to want something that sustains them, is nutritious, and at the same time helps you balance your budget. That's where the Randall stores come in. So check your nearby Randall store. They're located here in Mankato. Also the great Randall store at New Ulm and the one at Owatonna, the one at Waseca and Fairmont. Well, we've got a few more requests here. Joe Bertzel with an 84th birthday. He's from Seaforth, and the birthdays of Mrs. Lloyd Zawalski on the 20th. She's from Owatonna. And this is a friend that sent that request in. We've got a request due one for Lyle and Alice Bradeen of Esterville, Iowa, celebrating their 65th wedding anniversary. A birthday wish for Clara Sikora of 900 Hope, Mankato. And also let's send out a number for the birthdays of Elmer Liebrand, Chuck Armstrong, Marcella Ventiker, all of Buffalo Center, Iowa. And speaking about that, I want to be sure to introduce some folks to you here. From Buffalo Center, Iowa, we've got a contingent here. That microphone, that camera there or something, give it a good big wave, will you? Buffalo Center, nice to have you here from Buffalo Center, Iowa. Okay? Now, I want to stay on the good side of everybody because these guys live closer to me than Buffalo Center. Westbrook, Minnesota. They're here, too, okay? Nice to have the senior citizens from Westbrook, Minnesota with us. So, you see, we always have a good time on the Bandwagon program. And when you have an opportunity to come up, why do so. Come up and join us. We've got some great bands coming up in the near future, and I think you're going to like the great selection of music that we have for you. So come on up and join us. You see it on your screen right now with the Irv Cease and the Hula Rye Dutchman coming up a week from now, followed by Marv Nissel, and then by Ivan Cale and his band. So we've got a lot of good music coming up, and you're always welcome to join us. Speaking about music, let's get back to it right now with a country western tune. May you never be alone like me, okay?
Like a bird that's lost its mate in flight, I'm alone and oh so blue tonight. Like a piece of driftwood on the sea, may you never be alone like me. I believe the lies you told to me when you whispered, dear, I worship thee. Here I am alone and oh so blue, all because I love no one but you. I gave up my friends, I left my home when you promised to be mine alone. Here I am, our love could never be. May you never be alone like me. Like a bird that's lost its mate in flight, I'm alone and oh so blue tonight. Like a piece of driftwood on the sea, may you never be alone like me. May you never be alone like me.
There's an old familiar country western tune, May You Never Be Alone Like Me. The Randall Stores of Southern Minnesota bring you the Bandwagon program, tonight featuring the music of the Jolly Polka Band of Owatonna. We've got a request here to do a tune for the wedding anniversary of Mr. and Miss Bob Tully of Blue Earth. Also a request to do one for Kenneth and Mildred Coleman of Truman, Minnesota for their 39th anniversary. And a request for Millie Thompson, who's celebrating a birthday October 29th here in Mankato. The wedding anniversary of Mr. and Mrs. Henry Mathestead of Butterfield, Mr. and Mrs. Jacob Geiger Jr. of Brainerd, and the birthday of Mrs. Ruth Bloom of St. James. Request to do a number for Mrs. Willis Meyer of Sanborn, and also for Adeline Lorky of Madelia, who is celebrating a birthday during the month of October. Let's get back to old-time music and an old-time number that's an evergreen around a lot. And now you're going to hear the special Jolly Polka Band treatment of the Ellen Polka. Well done here by the band, by the Jolly Polka Band. It's also nice to have all these dancers with us here tonight. They're putting on quite a show by themselves, and we always enjoy their company here on the Bandwagon program. Well, George, nice to have you here with us. George Dusek of the Jolly Polka Band. Good to have you here.
Chuck, nice to be here. Really,
I'll
really
tell you
enjoy
what
it.
you do. You've got a few requests here and whatnot, so why don't you take care of that right now, okay?
Oh, okay, good. We want to, especially for Ann and Cliff Johnson on their 45th anniversary on Wednesday, and then we got one here especially for Martha and Louis Stino from Owatonna on their 67th anniversary. That'll be October 26th. And our upcoming dates, we got October 24th will be at the VFW in Albert Lee. November 7th, Eagles in Albert Lee. November 14th, Eagles Club in Owatonna. November 24th, that's Senior Citizens in Austin. December 5th at Albert Lee Eagles. December 12th, the VFW in Austin. December 19th, Eagles in Owatonna. And December 26th, the Moose Club in Austin. And New Year's Eve will be at the Faribault Eagles.
You've got quite an ambitious schedule there. You're going to be around the area here in southern Minnesota.
For a while.
Yeah, for a little bit, anyway.
We got some private deals there in between. So
yeah, okay. Well, it's nice to have you here for the first time.
Thank you, Chuck.
Doing a good
Nice
job.
being here.
Okay. Well, we'll have some more music for you in a moment. That's George Dusek, the man who heads up the Jolly Polka Band out of Owatonna. I want to remind you about our dance dates coming up next Monday night. The music of Irv Cease and his Hula Rye Dutchman, followed a week from that by Marv Nissel and his fine small band, and then Ivan Kale and his band on the 9th of November. No admission charge, of course, and we earnestly solicit your attendance at these Bandwagon programs. Okay, what do you say we change tempo a little bit now? Here's the Jolly Polka Band and the tune titled Wheel. telegraph request for you. One for Otto Oliver, the band boys, celebrating his 92nd birthday. Request for Mr. and Mrs. Henry Knapp instead of Butterfield, Mr. and Mrs. Jacob Geiger Jr. of Brainerd, and Mrs. Ruth Bloom of St. James. Mrs. Willie Meyer of Sanborn for her birthday. Adeline Lockery of Medelia with a birthday. Also request a dedicated number for August Ream of Waseca, his 89th birthday. And then let's send it out for Lester King, Elwood Heights and son Benji, Mrs. Ed King of Litchfield, Mrs. Jack Ulrich of New Ulm, and Vernon King of St. James, and also Mr. and Mrs. Woodrow Hiller of Mankato for their 42nd wedding anniversary. Okay, here's the Jolly Polka Band and Pedal from a Faded Rose.
Summer blows, but will fade and die when the winter's nigh, like a pedal from a faded rose. Just a pedal from a faded rose. I will live with the roses where the stream of memories flow. And each time I dream that a tear will gleam on this pedal from a faded rose.
Well, there's a nice number to listen to and a nice number to dance to. A Pedal from a Faded Rose. Well, we want to thank the Jolly Polka Band for being with us tonight. Thank also the Polka Dancers USA for being with us and putting on the great show they did. And everybody else around here from the staff and all that put together this very, very fine bandwagon show that I know you enjoyed. We've got a tune to help finish it out right now. And so we're going to call on the Jolly Polka Band with one of the pretty waltzes of the day, the Play More Waltz. Okay? southern Minnesota, headquarters for all your shopping needs with stores in Mankato, New Ulm, Fairmont, and Waseca. Join us again next week at the same time when you'll see it here, the Hula Ride Dutchman of Mankato. And until that time, remember that this week, like every week, is a good week to shop and save at your nearby Randall store.